What's going on, everybody? Pogiforce here. You're watching Pogiforce Plays, and welcome back to the Sea of Thieves. So, we've been doing a lot of the siren shrines lately, and we still have 2 more to go. But I thought it might be a good idea to take a bit of a break. Today, we're going to be doing some fishing. But not just any kind of fishing. We're going to be pursuing the most sought-after fish of them all, the Shadow Stormfish. So what that means is that we're going to be gathering a lot of bait, and we're going to be spending a lot of time in the storms. And if we're lucky at the end of this, we're going to be coming home with at least 1 or more Shadow Stormfish. Of course, we could, maybe catch a few other good fish along the way. You see, a while back, it turns out that the Sea of Thieves website actually has a personality test on it, and it tells you which of the trading companies you're most fit for. I got Hunter's Call. Now, me being a big Merchant Alliance guy, I thought this couldn't possibly be right. It should be Merchant Alliance. But I've been doing a lot of fishing lately, and it's actually really fun. There's all kinds of different fish out there, some of them very rare, and some of them very valuable. The Shadow Stormfish being the most rarest and valuable of them all. So that's why we're going to be pursuing that fish today. If we're lucky, we're going to catch it. But if not, maybe we'll catch a few other rare, valuable fish along the way. So the first thing we need to do is go get some bait. Now, I'm going to buy a storage crate from the Merchant Alliance here. And we're going to use it to run around and collect everything we can from the barrels, including, there we go, hopefully some bait. And then if we don't get a whole lot of bait, I know where we can get more. Alright, so we've picked every barrel on the island, and we did do pretty decently with bait. We got some leeches, we got some grubs, we got some earthworms. But if we're going to be going on an extended fishing trip, we're definitely going to be needing a lot more than this. So, it's actually really easy to dig up your own bait. And if you're looking for a particular kind of bait, then you just need to know where to dig. As it turns out, if you were looking for specific bait, in our case we want a lot of leeches because we're going to be going after stormfish. There's one specific spot you want to dig. If you dig along the shoreline where the water touches the sand, that is where you'll find leeches. See? Just like that. And then you just keep digging along the shoreline. You won't always get something. But if you're digging along where the water touches the sand, you will get leeches. So I'm kind of hitting a whole lot of nada right now. There we go. There we go. Now, incidentally, if you want other kinds of bait, grubs are in sandy places. So if I were to dig around here, you get grubs. If you want earthworms, you have to dig in grassy places. So if I were to dig, say, back here somewhere in the grass. Now, sometimes if you're close enough to sand, it will still think you're in a sandy area and it'll still give you grubs. But earthworms are in grassy places. See? Just like that. But we need a lot of leeches because we're going after stormfish. We will collect other kinds of bait because you never know, we might catch some other good things while we're out there. But we need a lot of leeches. And it looks like the storm might actually be coming to us. Oh, I seem to have run out of inventory space. So let's deposit our bait. And go pick up that leech. Now, if we hear our bell start ringing, that means we're deep enough in the storm to catch stormfish. Just like that, in fact. So that means we could actually fish for stormfish right here. Now, since we're using leeches and we're in the Ancient Isles, we can potentially get ancient scales as well. In which case, if we're getting ancient scales, we're also hoping for the bone ancient scale, because that is the rarest of the ancient scales. A trophy bone ancient scale can actually sell for quite a bit when properly cooked. I'm not doing too well on getting leeches here, though. Come on now. The storm's here. Give me some leeches. There we go. More leeches, please. Thank you. More leeches, please. Oh, come on. Alright, well, I think we have a decent batch of leeches. With the storm on top of us, now is a prime opportunity to do some fishing, because we won't even have to chase the storm. The storm has come to us. So let's grab our bait box. Go up here on the dock where we got plenty of room and do some fishing. Make sure we got a full selection of leeches. Alright, and cast our line. Make sure we have a leech on board. And here we go. Nose is so itchy. I hope it's not going to be itchy while I'm reeling in a fish. So we're likely to catch Splash tails as always. Ancient scales. That appears to be a trophy. Splash tail. We'll go ahead and catch that because I still have splash tail commendations to get. It's a shame that we're going to be using a leech on it, but it is a trophy fish, so I'll take it. Yeah, we're going to be capable of getting stormfish, ancient scales, or splash tails here. Now, my ship is filling up with water because of the rain, but we should still be fine. I just need to check on it every once in a while to make sure it doesn't, sink. And that is the danger of fishing in the storm. But again, the Shadow Stormfish is the most profitable fish out there. I've yet to catch one, and I'm hoping that will change today. This guy's being stubborn. Come on now. Oh. There we go. Trophy splash tail. So we're going to go and pick him up, and we're going to go check on our boat to make sure it's not flooding. Yeah. Let's get some of this water out before we cast our line a second time. Oh! I just got struck by lightning. Like I said, fishing in a storm is kind of dangerous. Alright, but we're fine. We only took a little bit of damage. Let's cast our line a second time. We might catch some night variant fish because the sun has set. Alright, that's either an ancient... No, that is in fact a night variant stormfish. I'm good with that. Let's go. Come on, boy. Bite the line. There we go. So it's not a rare variant, but I'll be happy with one of these too. We still are going to go after the Shadow Stormfish. That is the one we want. But I'll happily take one of these as well. At some point, we're going to have to leave the island to chase the storm. And... oh! Last second fight. Come on. Come on, boy. There we go. Oh, ain't he a beaut? That's a Twilight Stormfish right there. Beautiful fish. But not the one we're after. So let's cast our line again while the storm's still good. And again, we could possibly catch ancient scales here too. I've actually caught a trophy ancient, bone ancient scale in a storm before while hunting for stormfish. I think that's another stormfish. I can't tell. I don't think that's a shadow. I think that's a... yeah, that's not a shadow. That's an ancient stormfish. But that's good. More stormfish is good. One of the most dangerous fish to go for. I think the only thing more dangerous than a stormfish is a battle gill, because you have to be around active skeleton areas, fleets, forts, things of that nature in order to catch a battle gill. And then I think the third most dangerous would be the devilfish, just because you have to be in the Devil's Roar. In the Devil's Roar, there's volcanic explosions and all sorts of things going on. And my ship just got struck by lightning again. I think after this one I should check on it just to be sure it's okay. And I did collect other supplies as well, because other people will mess with a fisherman, it's sad to say. You're just kind of minding your own business catching fish, but people will roll up on you and make things a little more complicated for you. So, be ready to defend your hull. And teach them to never mess with a fisherman. There we go. Yep. Ancient Stormfish. There's actually some regional variants that I haven't caught, too. So if we end up chasing the storm to other areas, I'm just going to, yeah, eat a little food real quick. Put this back and check on the ship, because I think the mast might have taken some damage. Oh, maybe not. All right. Scoop out a cup of water. And we still got room for more. The storm is still here. We are actually getting really lucky right now. Alright, that is a night variant of the splash tail, which is fine. I think. I really got struck by lightning while fishing. Excuse me? God? That's very rude. Alright. Well, whatever that was, we lost it, so let's just cast a line and go again. The bell hasn't rung for a while. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a trophy ancient scale. We'll go ahead and catch this, but I do believe we are out of the heart of the storm, so we're going to have to actually give chase at this point. But I want to get some more bait first, since we've used quite a few leeches. Put it in my bait box. It's kind of nice to have like a storage crate as just a tackle box. We'll move all the food, boards, and cannonballs to their proper places, and we'll just save the storage crate for our fish and our bait. Yep, I was right. That is a trophy ancient scale. Almond ancient scale. Nice fish. Alright, we're going to throw the fish that we've caught in here. Oh, we don't have any more room. That's because we filled up on everything else. So we're going to, again, like I said, we're going to put everything else in its proper place. And that way, we all have plenty of room for fish and bait. It's important to be stocked up on other supplies because, again, other people will try to mess with you. And that is also why any other supplies we happen across along the way, we're going to pick them up as well, so that we're well supplied and able to defend our fish haul. Be ready to defend your tackle box with your life. And if you have to, get a second tackle box. I'm surprised the ship didn't take any damage. But I'm not going to complain. Looks like all of my holes have filled in, so we're going to try to dig up more leeches. And actually, the barrel should have refilled. There we go. We'll grab the quality foods. Alright, so we've checked all the barrels again. We've got quite a bit of additional supplies. And now we're going to do some more digging for leeches. And then we're going to give chase to the storm, which appears to have gone off in that direction. Alright, so after doing a ton of digging, we got ourselves 50 leeches. If we don't catch a Shadow Stormfish and 50 leeches, then we're just going to have to call it a day from there. But we got 50 chances. Let's try to make the most of them. I think this storm is going to be in the wilds by the time we catch up with it. Might do some fishing for wild splashes. We do have some earthworms. But as long as we're in the storm, we're going to be fishing for stormfish. I want that Shadow Stormfish. A trophy Shadow Stormfish would be beautiful. Absolutely perfect. Most valuable thing, honestly, I think. I think it sells for, what, 16 grand? Without emissary boosts, I think it is the most valuable thing in the entire Sea of Thieves. Provided it's properly cooked. I think we're catching up. Again, this is the best place. The best place to try to catch Shadow Stormfish. You can't control where the storm goes. But if you can catch a storm near this island right here, best place for Shadow Stormfish. Because the stormfish you can catch are dependent on the zone you're in. So the ancient stormfish that I caught was because I was in the Ancient Isles. But this area isn't considered to be part of any overworld zone. So if you can fish close to this island in a storm, the only stormfish you should be able to catch is the night variant and the Shadow Stormfish. So when you're pulling from a smaller pool, it makes it a bit easier to catch what you're looking for. We are probably going to be in Isle of Plenty territory. We are starting to get rain though, so we are catching up. But until we hear the bell, we're not close enough. Okay. And now it's starting to fight the wheel, but we don't hear the bell yet. Oh, now we hear the bell. Let's get in a little deeper, though, because the storm is continuing to move this way. If we were to stop right now, we would quickly find ourselves outside of the storm again. And the sun's starting to rise. It took us all night to catch up. So no night variant. Now, normally I would drop anchor in the storm, but sometimes that does lead to boards breaking. So I think the only thing we're going to do now is a good time. We're going to trim sails. Full trim. Steer the rest of our momentum into the storm. Alright. Okay. That's what I was trying to avoid happening, but it's okay. Alright. Oh, that's right. It's in my bait box. So we'll grab our bait. And we're going to cast our line. I do believe we are in the shores of plenty. So the plenty variant of the Stormfish is a possibility. We did miss our opportunity there. Now, the thing with being in an actual storm like this is that because of the waves, it can be hard to tell when a fish is biting. That does look like a trophy splash tail, but I can't tell because the ship kind of covered the fish. Alright. I do believe we're dealing with a trophy splash tail. Yep, we are. That's fine. Another trophy splash tail is good. Until I'm at a point where I've completely maxed out the commendations for splash tails, we're going to go ahead and catch every splash tail that bites our line, even if we don't want it. When the water puts the fish higher than the deck of my ship. We're still getting a bell, though. But the storm is leaving us. Come on now. There we go. Oh, oh, that's right. I had an inventory full of food. Okay, there we go. We need to give chase. We're already out of the storm. The storm doubled back, which is actually good for us, I think. Oh, no, it's still heading north. But now it's heading more northeast instead of northwest. So we will end up in the wilds. Alright, we're already back in Bell territory, but as always, we want to sail deeper into the storm. See what we can catch. We're probably not deep enough into the storm. We're probably going to get one cast before we have to chase it again. I didn't even see what it was. It bit very quickly. Is that a splash tail? I think that's a regular old splash tail. It bit down very quickly, though. I didn't even realize something was on the line. Yeah, that's a regular old ruby splash tail. Oh, come on. The sooner we catch you, the sooner we can get back to going after the stormfish. Alright. Bail a little bit of water. And then turn back into the storm. Open our sails back up. Like I said, we were only going to get like one particularly good cast. We weren't deep enough into the storm. But last time we got deep into the storm, it suddenly changed direction on us. So that didn't work out. You can never predict where the storm's going to go. You can only do your best. I think the fact that you have to chase the storm may be why the stormfish is in fact the most difficult fish to catch. Alright. We don't have a lot of time before the storm is once again moved on from us. Let's try to get a couple good casts going. Oh, that's a big one. And that is a stormfish. Alright, that looks to be an Isle of Plenty stormfish. So that's good. That's a trophy. Hell yeah, let's go, boy. Yeah, reel it in, reel it in, reel it in. Alright, back to fighting, back to fighting. And what makes this hard is that the waves can make it difficult to tell which direction it's pulling. I think that could be a wild stormfish. Because I believe the trophy one, or the plenty one, is yellow and blue. Reel it in, reel it in, reel it in, reel it in, reel it in. Okay, we're fighting again. Come on. We're going to be out of the storm by the time we catch this guy. But it's cool. Oh, come on. Come on, he's right there. He's right there. Woo! What are we looking at here? What is this? Wild stormfish. That is my first wild stormfish. Oh, look at that big boy. Look at him. Ha ha! Praise be to Neptune. But we got more to catch. Let's bail out. The storm's over that way, and I think I will, in fact, use my anchor to prevent the ships turning, because that was confusing me. Still heading north. And it's pretty dark, so we need to be careful that we don't crash into anything, or that's going to make our fishing trip a little more hectic than we would like it to be. The only thing about setting the anchor and leaving the sails down is that that's going to batter us a lot more, so we're going to have a lot more moments where we'll have to stop and fix holes. It's nice when it was actually on the island like that. Give us a little bit of a warm-up. We're close enough to a rather large island, too, that we might actually... I think now's the time to set anchor. Drop our sails. Alright, we're deep in the heart of the storm. Red lightning, in fact. Wow. Spooky. Okay. Up. Oh, I think it's a trophy one, so we'll go ahead and catch it. There we go. Yep. That is a trophy Sunny Splashtail. Alright, let's, we got 5 fish on hand. Well, 4 fish. We'll go ahead and throw them in here. Grab us a bit more leeches. Get out some water. And then I think we're still pretty far into the storm, so... Cast our line again. We're deep in the storm, and it seems like I'm catching nothing but splashtails now. Actually, that might be a stormfish. No, that's a splashtail. That's an indigo splashtail. You know what? There's one kind of splashtail, though, that I haven't caught. Wouldn't it be kind of funny if I actually catch that before I catch the shadow? It would actually make sense if I caught that before the shadow. Quick look around to make sure there's no other ships nearby. Not like they could see me. Oh, trophy umbral. We'll go ahead and reel that bad boy in. Oh, are you serious? You really did that to me? Okay, let's get some food. It was a trophy fish, too. That would have been nice. Yeah, it was an umbral splashtail, but still, it was a trophy fish. And the umbrals are still pretty cool. Could you imagine if it did that to me when I had the Shadow Stormfish? What is that? Some kind of stormfish. Yep. That is a stormfish. Please don't strike me with lightning again. I can't tell what kind of stormfish it is, but I know that that is a stormfish. It's not the night variant. The night variant glows. So this is either a wilds or a shadow stormfish. Probably a wilds. I'm not going to get that lucky. Yeah, that looks like a wilds stormfish. The clouds are fading, so we are starting to get out of the storm. There we go. No, that's not a wilds. What is that? I just caught a shadow stormfish. So that's what they look like. I have successfully caught a shadow stormfish. All right. So that's the boy right there. That's the boy. We still got plenty of bait left over, too. Now let's see if how many of these we can catch and how many shadow stormfish or trophy shadow stormfish we can catch. Oh, that's the boy right there. Ha ha. That is awesome. All right. But the storm is starting to leave us behind. I think we got enough bell in us for one more cast here before we have to give chase. Trophy indigo. That's fine. So I actually caught a rare variant stormfish before I caught a rare variant Splashtail. That's kind of funny. We're going to keep the Stormfish in my inventory. That way, if something happens to me, I'll at least still have him. The ship is groaning. I definitely need to bail after this one. I need to bail water. Come on now. Of course. Oh, come on! The storm's getting away. It was that close. Alright. Bail water, raise anchor. Oh. Oops. Turn us towards the storm. Lower sails. Alright. I think the wheel's already turned to the right, which is good. That's the direction we want to go. Yes. Hard right. Back into the storm. We still have plenty of fish to catch. Wait. Oh, God. We're just gonna go around. Oh, boy. Oh, that's a big boy right there. Trophy Twilight Stormfish. Look at this big boy. Isn't he handsome? All right, let's get back into the storm. Okay, I gotta let that one go because the ship is creaking something fierce. Oh my God, yeah. Think this might be it, guys? No, this ain't it. Or maybe it's it. I don't know. But we're taking on water, and we're taking it on fast. Come on. Come on. You're not even the right trophy. Oh, God. We almost drowned for that one. It's a trophy. Yay. But oh, my God. There's Flotsam right there to my left. Now it's directly in front of me. And I don't like that because for all I know, there's explosive barrels in the batch. Oh! I do believe that's the rare splashtail, the Umber splashtail. I finally caught one. It's kind of albino looking. That's really cool. Oh. And I pulled my line back too late. That was a ruby splashtail. And it took my last piece of bait. Alright, well, we are out of leeches, which means it is time to get out of the storm and go cook everything, which is good because I'm almost out of boards. There are 2 reapers to the south. We're going to go north. Okay? We're going to turn to the north. I'm trying to find a sea post where we can safely cook and sell. Let's go to Brian's Bazaar. It's deep in the Devil's Fort roar, so we shouldn't have to worry about any reapers out there. If anything, we would have to worry only about exploding volcanoes. There is a volcano right there. If it starts erupting, I start leaving. Well. How infortuitous. What? Ooh. Oh, Jeebus. go! Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Well, that was annoying. Oh. Oh. That direction is nothing but Red Sea. Okay. And the wheel's broken? Oh, the wheel's broken. I'm completely out of wood. Wherever the nearest outpost is, I need to go there. Galleon's Grave? Fine by me. Alright, we made it to Galleon's Grave outpost. Thank the Lord. And we've managed to restock on wood. So we're kind of safe for now. We still need to cook all of our fish and then sell it. Okay. We still need to cook all of our fish and sell it. So let's go through what we've got. Let's kind of take stock of how our fishing trip went. We have 6 ruby splashtails, 3 trophy ruby splashtail, 6 indigo splashtail, 5 trophy indigo splashtail, 1 sunny splashtail, but 4 trophy sunny splashtail. We have 4 wild stormfish, 1 trophy wild stormfish. We have 2 shores stormfish, 1 trophy shores stormfish. We have 3 ancient stormfish, no trophy ancient stormfish. We have 6 twilight stormfish, pretty awesome. 1 trophy twilight stormfish, pretty cool. We have a trophy almond ancient scale and a regular almond ancient scale. Then we have a sapphire ancient scale, and that's everything in the box. Then on our inventory, we have 2 seafoam splashtail, 1 trophy seafoam splashtail. We got the rare variant splashtail, the umber splashtail, and then the goal of the entire video, what we came here to do, we have caught 1 Shadow Stormfish. Would have been nice to catch a trophy Shadow Stormfish, but 1 Shadow Stormfish is still pretty awesome. So we're going to cook all of this up, sail to the nearest sea post, and sell it. Let's get started. Alright guys, it took several in-game days, but I finally got all of the fish cooked. I even bought an extra storage crate to be sure it's all organized. In the left storage crate, we have all of our splashtails, starting with the common and uncommon variants, then going into the night variant, and finishing up with our rare variant, umber splashtail. Next up are the ancient scales that we caught. Almond ancient scale, trophy almond ancient scale, and sapphire ancient scale. And then we go into our stormfish. So many stormfish. I think we caught pretty much every variant. We're starting with the ancient stormfish because we didn't catch any of the trophy version of that. Going into our wild stormfish, trophy wild stormfish, our shores stormfish. Then we go into the second storage crate with our trophy shore stormfish. Then we get into the night variant with the twilight stormfish, the trophy twilight stormfish, and finally our 1 shadow stormfish. We are here at the 3 Paces East Sea Post to sell. We're going to sell them in the order that I have them in the crates. And we're going to see how far we get with the Hunter's Call. So let's get to it. Alright, our crate of fish are here. And we're going to start with 5 ruby splashtail. Here you go, madam. 115 per fish. And that barely did anything. Alright. So 1 more ruby splashtail, 3 trophy ruby splashtail, and 1 indigo splashtail. 1, 2, 3. And those are 285 apiece. And then the indigo splashtail, which was 340. The indigo was the uncommon variant, so it's worth a little bit more. And that gave us a little bit more. Alright. 5 indigo splashtail. Here you go, ma'am. 340 apiece. That should get us significantly further. Decent chunk. 5 trophy indigo splashtail. 850 apiece. Hunter of the Indigo Splashtail grade 3. Very nice. And a significant chunk. Alright. We got 1 Sunny Splashtail and 4 Trophy Sunny Splashtail. Let's start with the Sunny Splashtail. It was worth 225. And then the Trophy Sunny Splashtail are 565 apiece. This isn't going to get us as far as the Indigos did. Grade 2, Hunter of the Sunny Splashtail. This is why I was still catching Splashtails, because I still have commendations to unlock. Alright, next up is our Seafoam Splashtails and our Umbral Splashtail. We're going to do the Seafoams first. And they're worth 225 apiece. Our Trophy Seafoam, 565. And then finally, our Umbral Splashtail, worth 565. Really? Hunter of the Umber Splashtail commendation. Hunter of Splashtails commendation unlocked. That's going to get me more fishing rod options. And the Hunter of Splashtails title. That was the only Splashtail I needed. Alright, how far is that going to get us? Alright, we're pretty close now. So next up we got our Ancient Scales. We're going to start with our Almond Ancient Scale, which is worth 340. Trophy Almond Ancient Scale, worth 850. Hunter of the Almond Ancient Scale, grade 2, nice. And then our Sapphire Ancient Scale, which was worth 450. Oh, we're getting close to 28 now. All right. Ancient Stormfish, and we can get 2 Wild Stormfish. Ancient Stormfish, 675 apiece. All right. And then let's go ahead and grab the rest of our wild Stormfish. 675 apiece. Oh, very close now. Very close now. Trophy Wild Stormfish and Shore Stormfish to finish out this box. The Trophy Wild Stormfish is worth 1,690. And then the Shore Stormfish are 675 apiece. We are at 28 now. Crazy to think, though, that I emptied an entire crate worth of fish just to get to 28. But we got a little bit more to go. And these ones are worth more, I think. Trophy Shore Stormfish, worth 1,690. Decent chunk right there. We're bringing 5 Twilight Stormfish, 675 apiece. Decent chunk. All right, we got 1 more Twilight Stormfish and then a Trophy Twilight Stormfish. We're going to go ahead and sell the Twilight. And then the Trophy Twilight. The Trophy Twilight is worth 1,690. All right, and finally, we've got our Shadow Stormfish. You ready for this? Let's see how much we get. 6,750. Not bad at all. Hunter of the Shadow Stormfish, grade 1. Ooh, Hunter of Stormfish's commendation. So we did, in fact, turn in every kind of Stormfish. I'm rolling in the commendations. New titles. That unlocks new kinds of fishing rods for me as well. So, and a decent chunk. We're still not at 30, so I can't buy any new ship parts. But that was a successful fishing trip. This was a nice break from the Siren Shrine journal hunt that we've been doing. But we'll be back on that for our next Sea of Thieves video. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And until next time, everyone, I am Pogiforce. And you guys, stay awesome. I'll catch you later.